All right, man. Today is Wednesday. It's June 18th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. It is Free Swim Wednesday. Before we get into it, I want to talk about Blue Chew. Guys, enter the room dick first. Blue Chew isn't just a tablet. It's a cheat code for your crotch. Stronger, harder, longer lasting, like someone gave your downstairs a pep talk and a gym membership. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. This ain't a supplement. It's an erection, a resurrection. Guys, this isn't just about performance. This is about legacy or third legacy. Give her group chat something to talk about. What a read.
They really changed the read.
Yeah, they did. You know, when you lay it down, they're talking about how it gets up. Nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. Discover your options at bluechew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. As always, get your first month of Blue Chew free. Just use promo code DOGWALK at checkout and pay $5 for shipping. That's it. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to bluechew.com for details and safety info. And big thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. All right, welcome to the Free Swim.
Great ad-libbed read there. That was all Ed.
Yeah.
I'm sold. Shout out Blue Chew. Matt Hankel was telling me he uses it every night. It works.
Yeah. No, I gotta order some because that's quite the ad read, and I couldn't have a better ad read for like we have a new you're still an intern, right?
Yeah.
Emily, yeah.
Hi.
Glad you were here for that one.
Wonderful.
Her first.
I could feel her staring at me.
Yeah.
I felt her presence to my left.
Does the group chat really? Is that how it goes down the group chat for girls?
But yeah, the girls get the details.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. There you go. Well, we could get the boys on Blue Chew. That sounds like that's the best way to get them.
So if a girl's bragging about her night last night, you giving it a thumbs up, or like you gotta write a text back. You can't just do the emoji.
No, I'm like asking questions, getting details, maybe picking up the phone.
Damn.
Wow. I feel like that's like a misconception too.
What?
Because like I feel like maybe when you were younger, it was like, oh, guys talk about like high school, like what you were doing with girls. I don't think I've ever. It's normally like, did you get laid? Be like, yeah.
Chief's an all-time I don't kiss and tell guy though.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. You are.
Are you think you're running the group chat?
No. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it would be fucking weird to get a group chat with like intimate details.
No,
I think you could leave it at, was it good? And
Right.
I'd be like, yeah. I'm like, all right, good.
Like I would
Hey, good
I
for
would
you. Happy
answer
for you.
I would answer whatever you ask me, but I feel like I could see you denying certain questions.
Like what?
Like once they start getting into details, like, oh, was it nice down there? Blah, blah.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I prefer not to say.
Yeah.
Would you say?
If I asked, yeah. In a kind manner.
Would you ask?
Huh?
Do you ask?
No.
You would
I don't
have
need to know that
be
much.
like-
Unless I I don't know, maybe if there's some backstory, I really know the girl and I was genuinely curious. But if
Yeah.
it's just like
What if it's your friend that never gets laid?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you really got to
then you gotta-
I'm coming with a clipboard.
Yeah,
But
you gotta hype
I
them
feel
up.
like if it's a friend that never gets laid, my curiosity is more like everything before that. Like, how the fuck do you do that? How'd you pull that off?
But it would be interesting to hear, like,
That goes into it.
yeah, like any
That leads into the next questions.
any troubles with the condom? Like your first time putting one on.
Yeah.
He's got to start with a condom if he's a virgin.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're talking about group chats and shit. Do people actually ever FaceTime the full group chat purposely, or like on Snapchat? You know how you can FaceTime?
Yeah.
Do people do that, or is it always a butt dial every time?
I think it's Glenny. He's a fucking asshole. He'll always throw like 8 or 9 people into a group chat, and he'll FaceTime it, and then right when everyone answers, he'll leave, and everybody be like, "Why are we here?"
That's fun.
I like that bit though.
Like, why are we here?
That's a good
But that's a prank. That's not exactly what you were asking for.
Yeah. Well, if anything, it's the younger generation. That's why I was asking Emily. There's no way we're doing that. It's just chaos. What are you accomplishing in that? Everyone talking at once.
I feel like when you FaceTime the group chat, like only one person's going to answer anyway.
Yeah,
And so
true. Maybe
you end up taking the one-on-one call.
Yeah, you're just like putting out a call to everyone.
Yeah, but if you're FaceTiming a group chat of like 2 people, that's valid. But any more than that, like,
Right.
what are you doing?
It's too much.
That-
I did it unironically a month ago.
Fire up the uvu again.
Yeah, the Uvu.
You did? Why?
I felt bad because I had 3 of my buddies were working at on my house, and I was playing a golf outing. And they're just motherfucking me the whole time in the chat. Like, oh, it must be nice, man. Hope you're hitting them straight. Like, this guy's out here sweating his dick off working on your
cement.
house. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean out your garage and steal a Cub sweater.
Exactly. So I legitimately felt bad. Like, I rushed up my round. Like, I didn't stay after to talk at all. Like, I jumped in my car. I'm like, all
Big
right,
of you. Was that just last week?
no, this was like Memorial Day weekend.
Okay. All right.
What would they want you to do though? Fan them the whole time?
That's the thing.
Bring
They
the
don't
lemonade?
they don't want me to watch them, but then they also don't want me to not be there. So what do?
You just they want you to be miserable.
I know.
Yeah.
It was really hot. Like, my friend had a fucking hat sunburn like for the rest of like, the weekend. And I felt bad, so I rushed over there. So I was like, I hit the group, I hit the FaceTime just to, be like, I'm on the way. Like, I'll be there soon. And they didn't answer. They're like, oh, we thought it was on accident.
That is an
like, no.
annoying scenario where it's like I make zero difference being here, but it is the principle. It's like
I'm being there, yes.
I'm
Yeah.
partying while I'm making my friends work for me.
I know, but what's
If you could do it, you would.
Yeah.
what's the alternative?
Right.
Correct.
Peeking through the blinds the whole time.
Yeah, I don't like. He's like,
Watching.
oh, it just would have been nice to have you out here, man.
Just what? Being a manager?
Yeah, but then he doesn't like when I'm
That
out
would
there.
be so annoying.
Yeah, because then he's always like, oh, you picky fuck. Like, you're always like, well, I'm like, no, I'm not. I just don't want to be in the house while you're out here.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Sitting there fat catting with a fucking
But this is also
can of Pringles.
This is like kind of how I got my PlayStation stolen. It wasn't friends, but I had worker guys in there, and I was like, I gotta get out of here. So because it's awkward. So I took the dog for a walk, and then they called me, and they're like, hey, we actually can't do this job. And I'm like, all right. So I come back, and they show me why they couldn't do it. And then then my PlayStation was gone.
Really?
Yeah.
You never got it back? You didn't call?
No.
Damn.
Because I wasn't like, I never play it. So
Oh, you didn't realize?
I didn't even notice that it was gone, even though it sits on my mantle. Never noticed it was gone until we went to Arizona, and my brother was like, yo, can I play FIFA? And I'm like, sure. Like, I don't care. Go knock yourself out. He's like, well, where's your system? Well, it's on the mantle. He's like, no, it's not.
Was this a legitimate company? I feel like you could track them down and trace it back.
It was through TaskRabbit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I'm not like, I don't know how else it would have happened. It was all about the same time, but like that's when it disappeared.
But you're a White Sox Dave, right? You don't lock your doors?
I have been more lately.
And you have it on the mantle right front and center.
Where would you put it?
Your PlayStation?
It's like next to the TV,
I don't know, like under the TV usually.
but it's there's
Like on the entertainment.
Well,
center?
he's got the 20,
yeah,
the
you're
26 inch in the
block away
sky.
from your couch. I forgot about
fake
that.
news. Fake
He's got the
news.
26 inch.
No.
They were about to steal the TV. Like, oh, never mind.
Yeah,
No, I
This
had
thing
I
on
had
top.
upgraded the TV by then.
he's so far away. His controller's an antenna on it. Screwed.
More slander.
Yeah. So you had your brother's bachelor party. I don't know why you didn't bring that up last week.
Did I not?
No,
No.
that's different.
Oh yeah, I think I probably brought it up way back when. I don't know. I think we also talked about it together on the Yak. That's on me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had hosted my brother's bachelor party, New Buffalo, Michigan. Yeah, because remember we were talking about beach towns. I think that's when whatever. We had a beach town in New Buffalo, Michigan.
Maybe, but I don't think you explicitly said it was your brother, because that is a much more weighted bachelor party.
Yeah, and especially because he's young. He's like 27, so this was most of their first hurrahs, first
Okay.
bachelor party. I mean, I knew what I was getting into. They're all fucking animals.
Dude, so I said this on Stretch. I was at a bachelor party at the Pony on Saturday, and one of the kids there had come from Danny's brother's bachelor party the night before. So I was like, oh, fuck. And in my mind, I was like, this is the one weekend where I need the White Sox Dave cam on you, because you are just with a bunch of 27-year-olds.
How old are you now?
Me,
Yeah.
32.
32.
Yeah, they were fine. Like we kept it in the confines of the house a lot. I mean, they golfed. I got a hibachi guy, private hibachi chef the first night, and then the second night, someone suggests, let's go to the bars, and my brother's like, yeah, and I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. And then so we all get in the Ubers, whatever, and it was fine. But last day, people are getting a little drunk. And then like 0 Ubers, like 3 people try calling to go back home within 20 minutes. So I make the decision to call a bus and have to round them all up that way. It was fine. But yeah, still hurting a little bit.
it was basically your first taste at the summer house. Like you're in a different way. There's no women there who are doing.
Not that we're going to talk about. No, I'm kidding.
Doing some.
Yeah, the summer house is just fucking with my head. I don't know what it's going to be. You know, like every. I mean, whatever it turns out to be, I'm going to do it big. But every other reality show, I feel like is like confessionals, a lot of pre-recorded stuff, narratives.
Yeah.
And for this one, you would think that you need that kind of stuff the most for this one, if anything, like the confessionals, the narrative or whatever, the behind the scenes, just because of the fact that there's not a true premise. So you have to like create one that way. I don't know.
I feel like all of that is going to happen because you go on the weekends and you come back, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to do that Monday on the Yak, I feel like, all the confessional type stuff.
Yeah, so that just means like mostly every clip will be out of context.
Correct.
Danny Smokes will be turning into defensive Danny.
But you know your role already. You are the Nikki Smokes sideline reporter.
Yeah.
In my head.
No, yeah, I know. I'm like confident in that. I know what's going on with there. I'm more just curious. Like, how is this going to be distributed?
Yeah. Well, it's also, but you're fucking Jim Halpert.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
There's going to be something. Yeah, exactly. There's going to be some chaos, and you're just going to look at the camera and make a face and have some kind of remark, and then move it along.
Sure, but that's like also very interesting to do only using phones.
Yeah, it's a little different of a scenario.
The whole thing is fucking.
I'm excited.
But thank God for Nikki Smokes, because I think Dante's gonna be pretty reserved.
We'll see.
And I don't know. I don't really know how Kadick is, but
Kadick will be hammered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, if I learn anything,
Kadick will be doing like pass drops. In the bar. Like, he'll have funny moments.
And who's the other guy?
Tommy.
Oh, Tommy.
Yeah.
He'll be fine
Listen,
too.
if I've learned anything, it's everyone has a plan till they get too drunk on camera. As I realized from last Friday when you guys were playing the old block party video with me and it on the Yak. People were tweeting me like, "Oh, great showing on the Yak," and I thought they were being sarcastic because I wasn't there that day. I was at the bachelor party, and I realized you guys played the old block party video, and I was talking 90% of the time.
Yeah, I got them on the case for the Piano Man, which is huge. You need a guy like Big Cat in your corner when you're trying to pull something off like that.
Yeah.
Piano Man is the Billy Joel impersonator.
Yeah. So people don't know there's this Billy Joel impersonator. He lives kind of out by me, and he's essentially my white whale. I won't stop at anything until I get him at my block party. Last year he couldn't do it because he had a wedding.
Is he your white whale because he's good or because he's weird?
Because he's good.
You know the answer.
Because he's good, dude. I'm telling you, he's good. He would play at bars, and it was my one buddy's one like day of the year where he'd be like, "I'm ripping off 30 beers." Does he do Piano Man's at draft bars?
Does he do other covers besides Billy Joel? Is he just
Elton John?
Okay.
He's a Billy Joel, Elton John mix.
Eddie uses the words good and strange interchangeably.
Yeah.
Oh, he's good, dude. I'm telling you, he brings his keyboard. He sounds like him. Obviously.
I would expect him to have a keyboard.
Yeah, Billy Joel and Elton John have both bangers.
Yeah, they do.
So I just need this guy.
I wonder how long his set is, because it's like while they do have bangers, do they each have 10 3-minute songs?
I think he probably knows a few others sprinkled in. Like I requested Walking in Memphis once. He's like,
great one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't got that one.
No?
Come on.
Yeah.
Learn it.
He didn't have it. But it was the day of the show. Like he was already playing.
Okay.
Like I was the guy who walked up to his keyboard. I was like, "Sir, can you play Walking in
He's
Memphis?"
never gotten that recommendation before?
Apparently not, or maybe he just doesn't like it.
It's a big piano song, I feel like.
Great song,
Yeah.
too.
You got to get a separate
Cohn.
Elton John impersonator and do dueling pianos with them
Yeah, that'd be sick.
in your garage.
There's got to be one of those
I
somewhere.
used to love dueling pianos above sluggers.
Yeah, who doesn't?
23-year-old me was there a lot.
Great stuff. Just great. It's just good stuff.
Yeah.
Good old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll see. He's playing hardball now because he's got a gig already. And I'm like, well, what if you played after? Because I think his gig starts at like 6 or 7. Just like, come play the garage 10 to midnight.
Yeah.
Because that's what the guy did last
Yeah.
year. Because the street opens back up at 10. The DJ's back up.
Right.
So really, it's a perfect time.
Yeah, your garage was the 5 a.m. club.
Pretty much, yes. Pretty much. So I don't know. He's like, I can't do it. This is a regular gig. I don't want to piss them off. I was like, well, like, I'll go there and do an Instagram video on the restaurant. Like, what do you need me to do? Let's make it happen. I was like, what about? I was like, some of the
Eddie's
guys.
8 about this restaurant.
Yeah.
Top 8 menu items at this restaurant.
Exactly. He's like, some of these guys said you need, He's like, I was like, the guy I work with, he's like, he'll do whatever. What will it take? What's the price?
Like, you don't know this guy.
He's like, oh, we're talking money now. You think you can buy me?
Got unlimited ice cream supply.
Wait, I missed it. Why doesn't he want to go to your place?
It's not that he doesn't want to. He already has a gig booked.
double
He's
booked.
booked far out.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but his gig is at like 7. I don't want him till later.
Why don't you book him for 2026 right now?
Seriously?
I don't know when it is. I'm happy I didn't because last year was late July. This year it's early August.
Oh, because you're always going to do it in coordination with the.
Probably.
neighborhood
It
block
just makes
party.
the most sense.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna miss.
You got to, I mean, president of the frat ed's got to be president of the HOA for the neighborhood.
I'm gonna get this guy. I feel good about it, but it's gonna be tough. He's like, I'm like, we talked about you on the show. You should see it. He's like, yeah, send me the clip. And then I send him the clip, no response. So I don't know. It's a battle.
He's playing hardball. He's going to work himself into like 50 grand.
Dude, with Big Cat, who the fuck
Yeah.
knows?
It'll end up being cheaper to get the actual Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. We could have flew him in and like got him dinner and paid his fee. Hey, before we continue, ChevyDriveChicago.com. It's a new season, but it's always truck season at your local Chevy dealer. ChevyDriveChicago.com has all of the information you need to research your future Chevy truck and locate a dealer near you. Maybe you're looking for something a little smaller for summer street parking. The Chevy lineup of SUVs has it all. Great styles at great prices. You'll look good and feel good about what you're driving. If an EV is what you need, your local Chevy dealer is ready to take you on a test drive and show you all of the latest technology in these top-tier electric SUVs. I feel like that's a good calling to your Blazer because, while it is an SUV and that's great, it is not huge, so you're still able to park it all over the place.
No, like I learned how to drive. My mom's Suburban was the first car I ever drove. That's a process. It's great, but it's like that you're driving a boat. This is just like a muscled out. It's like a beefed up sedan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me ride the boat.
So that's good. Head to ChevyDriveChicago.com to learn more and find your dealer today. Okay, you had a question.
Yeah, so this stemmed from the bachelor party. Just a group of friends who have been knowing each other for 20 years naturally. Like, there's some inside jokes and some things people have done. So I asked you guys, what's one thing that one of your friends has done that made you look at them slightly different ever since? You said you had a couple, Eddie?
Yeah, and since we were on like this,
It has to be a friend because I have
No, it could
been
be
having an experience with my dad lately.
Okay. It could be someone you know. It could be something you just witnessed or something you didn't actually witness, something you just heard.
yeah, I mean, while we're fresh off the Blue Chew chatter, I have one guy who was really aggressive at strip clubs.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do it.
Yeah, like he. And it was so fucking funny because in college there was this one place we'd probably go once or twice a year, and it was a lot of the times it was involving frat stuff that we would go for, and the backstage area was like elevated, but it was still like kind of looking over a fence. So like if you really like stood up and peeked your head over, you could see what's going on back there. And our buddy,
It's got to be against the rules.
oh yeah, it definitely is,
Yeah.
definitely is. But our buddy, we would see his head like popping up over, and we're like, dude, what is he doing? And two of my friends went back there at the same time, and they're like, dude, I don't know what's wrong with this guy. He just like air fucks him while he's getting a private dance. like not everyone has their clothes on.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
this
I
guy's
know.
Yeah.
in full jeans. She's naked, but he's like nothing is sexual that's happening. But this guy is still like humping her, like anything's happening.
Jesus.
And he walks out and he's just wiping beats of sweat off his head.
God.
Was he sitting down going like?
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly like that. Like you just said.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so it's just like when you asked me this question, I texted my buddy.
It's like,
today.
can I tell this story?
Yeah, well, I didn't even ask him if I could tell him. I asked the other guy who was in the private dance room with him. I was like, hey, you think that guy was super aggressive when he got in the private room? He goes, you mean air fucking them in the back room until he was sweating balls? He's like, yeah, I'd say so.
That's different. Like, it's one thing, I don't know, the normal thing might be to just like put your hands on their waist, slap them or whatever. To be like air fucking in your seat. You getting all this, Emily? To be like air fucking in your seat is like, that's something you genuinely mentally need to get out of your
I know. It's like, it was crazy, dude. This guy,
Jesus.
it just can't be. He looked like he just played 32 minutes against the Pacers. Like,
It's got the Patrick Ewing sweat.
yes, dude, beads of sweat. Like, this guy would have to go to the bathroom and like was ripping paper towel rolls.
Oh my God.
I had two friends at another bachelor party, and it was like the second day. A lot of people went golfing. We're swimming in the pool. Like, we're dead. And like 8 o'clock rolls around. We've all lost count of how many beers we've had. We're just, in sweats and shorts, just chilling. And then one of the guys throws out the idea of like a strip club. And only one guy was like, yeah, I would go. And we're like, oh, dude, we're not going to the fucking strip club right now. Like, we're all by the pool. It's like getting dark, whatever. And then, like a half hour later, they both come out in like collared shirts, press pants, like gelled hair. Like, what? We're going to the strip club. We asked if you want to go. Like, that's not the problem. I'm not going to go. It's just like, how bad do you want to go to the strip club?
And why are you getting like dressed up?
Like, you would have thought they were going on a date. They're like, well,
Yeah.
it's a bachelor party. We are going to the strip club. It's like, well, neither of you are the bachelor, but fine.
But
Yeah.
enjoy.
And you're in New Buffalo, Michigan.
Yeah.
That wasn't this. This was a different.
Oh, this was a
Okay.
different one? Okay, I was going to say you're overdressed.
No, this was a year ago.
Did you have one, Chief?
I was talking to my dad yesterday. He has been raising a family of orphaned ducklings. So
Tony Soprano.
He's having a Tony Soprano moment, but it was like somehow he realized that the mother had abandoned the nest. He went out and bought an incubator
Deadbeat.
for the eggs.
Wow.
So he had there were 8 eggs. He's like, 5 of them have survived, and he's like, I gotta keep them for like another 3 weeks. And then like the Humane Society will take them because you can't release them in the wild because coyotes will get them. And he's got like little names for all these ducks. And like my dad is not a warm and fuzzy kind of guy, to say the least, but he is raising a family of ducks in the backyard.
Wow.
We talking mallards?
I don't know what kind of duck it is.
Can you have a mallard duckling? Have you ever seen a mini green-headed?
I think they all start like yellow or white.
Yeah.
And then they become
Interesting. Then they get their
or
green.
no, actually I feel like if I'm thinking of videos of ducks like crossing the street,
You never see a mallard duckling.
not a mallard, but like darker gray that you could be like, that's going to be a mallard.
It's very weird though, because there's a lot of colors going on.
Yeah,
First
purple,
their head
green.
is green, then they got the white stripe around the neck, the bow tie,
Yep.
then
Yeah.
they got the brown.
No, that would stun me if my dad did
Yeah.
something like that too.
It's like especially him because he doesn't really care about anything. So
Why are you taking care of these ducklings?
yeah, it's like, well, somebody has to.
Yeah, I saw it
Actually, no.
the BBC, there was some controversy because they shot a video. It was somewhere in a frozen tundra type of community.
It's a weird place to have sex.
No. So
British Broadcasting Channel. You mean.
yeah, BBC. Yes, exactly. Yes, British Broadcasting. Emily, what an episode for you.
Keeps looking over at Emily, being like, "Are you okay? Do you feel safe?"
yeah.
All days for Lance to get in a car
Just
crash.
pretend I'm not here.
Yeah.
So they were shooting one of those, like observing the wildlife kind of
Yeah.
videos,
They intervene or something.
and they intervene, and they're not supposed to. Like that's one of the things that they're like told you can't
Yeah.
fuck with nature, and they fucked with nature.
Would they try to?
But let me
save?
know. Let me ask. What if you think it was right? It was a bunch of penguins got trapped, and so he basically just untrapped them.
Trapped how?
They were trying to walk up some type of mountain, I believe it was, and they got blocked. And if they didn't get up, they were gonna die.
Oh, did he get fired? You said.
I didn't see it, the after result of it, but I found it interesting, and people were debating it in the comments. Like, well, this is different from pulling a gazelle out of a tiger's mouth. That's intervening. This is like, hey, they're already endangered. You just kind of help them get on their path a little more.
But this
No
is
harm, no
like
foul.
Darwinism, though.
Exactly. That's what people are saying. They're like, okay,
These
in
are
the end,
dumbass penguins.
yeah, like a few fish will lose their lives because of this.
Yeah.
What if those fish could have saved the world? Who knows?
I mean, good question. I would probably I think I'm with the people who are like, you gotta just let those penguins die.
You would be able to watch them just stand there from afar, die, just be trapped. It's kind of hard.
It is, but like, now I say that, but I am an animal guy, so I don't know what I would do in that situation. But I feel like the thing to do is like, you gotta just let those penguins
Let them
be
die.
fish food.
Yeah. Okay. Just figured I'd ask.
How many penguins we talking about?
It was a good handful.
Like 12 penguins?
Yeah, something like that.
Fuck 12 penguins. Let nature take its course.
Sick fuck.
The other ones I had were not as extreme as a guy air fucking in the back of a private room.
Well, I had one like this. You'll know exactly who this is. This guy I went to college with. our freshman year, we'd always like play video games in his dorm. And one time it was night, and we were about to hit the hay, and he's like, I gotta brush my teeth, and I see him not getting up, and then I look, and there is a cup with like water and backwash in it that his toothbrush is in on his desk, and he just brushed it in there, spit in the cup, used it to rinse, and like he had been doing that for a couple days.
At where?
In his dorm, at his desk.
Why would you just go to the bathroom?
Because he's a sick fuck.
Oh, was it community showers?
Yeah, he did it because he was lazy, though.
Yeah.
It wasn't like anything germ related or.
Yeah.
Why is that weird? It's my spit.
I feel like the dorms are where like you find out who real people are, and because like I think I've told this story before, but I was away for a weekend. This is my freshman year, and I came back, and we had those like giant, those giant garbage bags of popcorn.
Yeah.
We had one that was just emptied out on the floor in a pile, and then like my roommate and like his two buddies who were visiting were passing around my jar of peanut butter and eating it with their fingers. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, I can never live with you guys again.
Yeah, that's a bridge too far.
Yeah, it's fun. And they're like, what? And I'm like, what do you mean what?
With her fingers?
What do you mean what?
Yeah, I mean,
why don't you just eat the popcorn pile?
It's
if you're
not
so
even
hungry?
so much the fact that it was your peanut butter. It's just guys all sharing the same.
In general, yeah, it's wrong on multiple levels.
I know so many people who would have done the same shit though.
Really?
Oh yeah,
it's fucking gross.
I just thought of another thing with the air fucker. He's just like turns into an animal at strip clubs. They came to visit me in New York one time, and all of a sudden midway we're just standing there, and all of a sudden he just poured a drink on his chest, and I'm like, and then like it was like weird at the moment, there's like a lot going on, and he just like had like this, I don't know, whatever it was.
Wasn't water, right?
No, it was alcohol and with like ice cubes, and he just dumped it on his chest. And the next morning we're like,
what was that?
Dude, what was that about? Why'd you do that? He's like, oh man, I pissed my pants, so I figured I would just get all wet. Yeah.
That is smart.
I can't hate on that move.
It was so bizarre just watching a guy just throw the whole drink at their chest. But yeah.
I'm going to like the bathroom and putting water on me before I do that. But I guess if you're worried that someone will see on your walk to the bathroom.
Yeah.
He's
stuck.
He's also the man pond guy. I've told that story, right?
The what?
The man pond.
Man pond.
Yeah. Fuck. I told this on Waddle and Sylvie, I think. He's just a one of one, dude.
This guy is a fucking.
He's seriously a one of one.
He needs to be locked up. This guy.
Dude, I know. He's a maniac.
It's like, wait, you just pissed your pants in the strip club?
Exactly.
Yeah, let's get to this.
How the fuck does that even happen?
I don't
Go over
know.
that part.
Dude, go to the bathroom. Like, what is wrong?
Because we're all just like, we just skip like, yeah, if you piss your pants, like that's a good way, I guess, to mask it. But it's
Yes.
like, wait, you pissed your pants at the strip club.
Exactly.
Was this the guy who got gyros on the first date?
No, it was not.
Was this the guy who put toilet paper up his butt and let it resonate for a little?
That's the man pond.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
I don't think I know.
Oh, that is what you're calling
Yes.
man pond?
Yeah, this is the
hell's
man pond.
Why would he have toilet paper up his butt?
He would, when he would wipe his ass, he would like roll a little bit of it, and he would just like kind of plug it.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe he had leakage.
Some would like loosen up when you walk a little. That's not even the true crime. The true crime is like he would just once it was done, he would just like pull it out no matter who was in
Yeah,
front
like
of
he
it,
would
throw it
like
in
be
the garbage.
he would like be in my room, and he would just reach in his ass
Stop.
and pull out his
Stop.
He would pull out his man
This
pond.
guy is a farm animal.
This is not a real thing.
I swear to God,
I know him.
yes, he does know him. I have multiple people that confirm this. He's just an animal.
He won't
Wow,
deny
this guy is like, I'm like revolted.
Yeah, he's barbaric, dude.
Why do you still know this guy?
I get
From my whole life.
I get plugging it. It's just you got to go back in the bathroom when you're unplugging it.
His wedding's
Can't be
coming
in-
up this
can't be
year.
in- oh.
His bachelor party's coming up soon. I'm the best man. I got to plan it. So
Oh
I'm
my
like,
So this is one of your best friends?
Take him to the farm, dude.
he's a lunatic, dude.
We got to get his wife on this show.
Dude, he's an absolute like. This doesn't even like reach the surface of this guy either.
Do you promise?
This is
not
your
to-
best friend.
I've known him forever. I met him in high school.
Do you promise to uncork him? I do.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll man pond on the.
Is this
on
the milk
big
guy
day.
too?
No, different guy.
Okay.
That's a gyro guy.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
exactly. But yeah, he would just would stand, and it was the most disgusting thing. He just pulled this thing out of his ass. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Get it out of here.
This guy is.
This pales in comparison to that, but I went on a weekend trip to Vegas, literally 3 days, 3 guys, and a guy checked a bag. I'll never forget that. What do you do?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
2 nights, 3 days.
3 nights. But still, come on. You're a dude.
Yeah.
A girl could check a bag, fine.
Yeah.
Guys can't be checking a bag for their 3 days in Vegas.
Yeah.
I went to Puerto Rico for like a week, and I just got to carry on.
I can't remember the last time I checked a bag, honestly. But to play devil's advocate, it's only 3 nights. But if you're checking a bag for any time for 3 nights, it's probably for Vegas. You got dinner clothes, party clothes, bathing suit. It'd be different if it was like,
To be clear, we were in our like mid-20s, so we weren't.
Doing like the whole club
Yeah, we
thing.
weren't doing clubs. We weren't doing dinners, really.
So what was in his bag? Did he just pack poorly?
Like fucking 3 pairs of underwear and a couple T-shirts. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
This was not like I need a club outfit. I need a dinner
This
outfit.
is almost like he only has one suitcase.
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
Yes.
Like if he's going overnight, he's got the big bag.
And he's an inexperienced traveler. I think he's been to 8 states or something like that. Okay. So he's very like that's it. Like he's had Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, and Indiana are half of them.
Yeah.
So
Michigan.
yeah, Put-in Bay, Michigan. That's
Florida,
6.
probably,
Yes,
yeah.
that's like so he's been to Vegas before. So that was another one where I don't think less of him because he's just he didn't do it the next time.
Fair.
He's
learned.
corrected his mistake, but it was still like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Figure it out.
Is it possible he didn't even know about the
Oh, he had no idea about
bag size?
not even the bag size, but he had no idea that it was a big deal.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
especially when you go with 2 other guys and
You got to wait for his acid baggage claim.
that he didn't need it. That's
Right,
the problem.
yeah.
Yes. And then the other thing, this one's not that big.
Just
but
do rapid fire. It's all right.
he, there's this pizza place that's Pizza by the Slice by my house, and he drizzles ketchup on it,
Oh,
and it is disgusting.
that's a good one.
But these are your people.
I know.
But and this is like the other thing. Like the subject was, is there something someone could do that changes the way that you look at them? You've known Man Pond guy since high school. Like he can't be surprised by anything. Like you're just like, oh, okay, that's him. Because I was gonna ask, is there something that at this point that White Sox Dave could do to change your opinion of White Sox Dave? But it's just like, I think the answer is no.
There's things he could do in the positive that would change it, if that makes sense.
Totally.
Because he has become less caveman-y
Definitely.
as the years have gone
Yeah,
by.
COVID killed Caveman Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like added to the casualty list.
I remember talking about when White Sox Dave would eat wings over the garbage disposal and would just chuck them down.
No, he thought that was not weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like if you got someone like Man Pond guy, the next weird thing is never going to be as weird. You already perceive him as a weird guy, you know?
Mm-hmm. He's a maniac. He drinks six 200 milligram energy drinks a day.
I looked at White Boy Rick a little different when I found out he had a white monster every morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the White Monsters.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. It's just it's not even about the monster. It's just like that's part of your morning routine.
Yeah, that's true. Although, how old is he? 23?
Yeah, he's fine.
So I know, like, when I was...
It'd be a lot different if it was a regular monster.
Yeah.
That I had.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I kind of respect the white can better than the regular one. But
That's a health choice.
why?
Because it's just better. That's why you respect it more, I assume. Which is fine. It's understandable.
What even is it? What's the white one?
I think it's 0 anything.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's no sugar. But
I was
would...
a ghost guy.
Yeah, I like Ghost
Yeah.
now. I'm off a Monster.
Yeah, he doesn't. He actually doesn't do it anymore. He's gonna yell at me for not clearing his name because now we have Ghost.
Well, then he switched over to fucking for a while. This was pre-Ghost for the record.
Yeah.
He switched over to the Panera Sip Club, and he would drink those.
The lemonade.
Yeah, they were killing people.
It'd give you a heart attack.
He is a big guy, though.
Yeah.
He could probably handle it. But I would do, when I had that factory job, I would stop at a gas station for breakfast at 4:15 in the morning, and I would have a Monster and a Snickers bar. That was when I was like 19, 20.
Breakfast of Kyle's.
Yeah, for real. That was my routine.
Just slamming the honey bun.
Yeah. Yeah. A white Monster and a Snickers.
That was right when you graduated?
It was, yeah, I did it for 2 summers. I think I was 19 the first summer and 20 the second summer.
Yeah.
So
Do you have any, Emily? Anything one of your friends done?
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
In college or like your 20s, how often were you pissing yourself drunk in your bed?
in my bed.
Yeah. Or just peeing yourself? Because this is an epidemic that has taken over Syracuse.
Has it?
Men. Yes.
I'm texting Dana real quick because he's downstairs.
He's done it many a time. I don't know if I've ever.
I've definitely done it, but it's only ever been. I feel like it was never a problem until like late college, maybe like after college.
So this is how say it one more time. Sorry.
How often, like, were you pissing your bed because you were so drunk?
I have
Or your
pissed-
friends, maybe your special friend.
I have pissed my bed because I've been drunk. I've definitely done it multiple times.
Same.
Less than 5 though. Yeah.
All right. I have friends that have, like, girlfriends that have gotten pissed on by guys in
Oh.
bed.
Yeah, dude, I've heard about this.
It's bad.
I would probably at that point blame it on the girl. Be like, what did you do?
Yeah.
All men are pigs, Emily.
So what's the reaction usually in the morning?
What the fuck? Get out of my bed.
Oh, it's the girl's bed too.
Yeah. Horrible. It's happened to not me, but a lot of girls. And there's like this one frat at Syracuse that is always pissing themselves.
Really?
Is
Yeah.
it to the point where they think it's like premeditated on purpose?
I don't know. I think they get so drunk they forget to go to the bathroom. But I don't think it's normal, but then all these guys are doing it. So that's why maybe it's a generation issue if you guys have only peed yourself 5 times. It's a pretty good number.
Maybe.
For me, I'd say under 10.
Under 10?
Yeah, I've definitely done it, but it was never college. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, mine was a lot of high school.
Yeah.
I still remember New Year's Eve. I think.
Yeah, and it sucked because it would reek of booze and you get caught drinking, underage drinking. It's like, come on, Ma. I just pissed my bed. Don't ground me.
Yeah. Actually, it might have been like 8th grade.
Isn't the embarrassment enough, Mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had like 7 like natural ices.
Mm.
And then
You probably pissed yourself while you were wide awake.
Oh my God. I woke up. My mom was like, Eddie, you peed. You peed yourself. And I looked up and there was a fan on the ground. And I'm like, what? And she's like, I think it's that fan. That fan. I was like, Mom, you're right. Like,
Yeah.
if that fan wasn't.
That makes sense. That's it. It's the fan.
She gave me the easiest out in the world.
Oh, I think I've told this story before. I had like a balcony in my room growing up, and so I would just open the screen door and smoke weed out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then my mom was like, Danny, I think there's a skunk around here. I just sprayed all this anti-skunk shit around the house. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I think you're right. I smell it too.
Yeah, it's not your. All right,
Dana
just jumped in with a cone. So, Emily, we were just talking about things, and she said, "Is his mic on? Is he good?"
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So you ask him because honest answer. You're the most experienced with this.
What's the fucking bachelor parties?
No.
All right. You're going to love this. How many times in college did you piss yourself because you were so drunk? Actually, just expand it in your life.
Through
My
your
life?
20s. Through your bachelor party.
12, I would say.
No, really?
I think
I would have guessed higher than that for
Yeah.
you. Because I feel like I've heard
in
you
your
talk
life,
about it.
Beds, pants, probably 12.
Really?
Like asleep, yeah.
I feel like 6 of them are documented.
Yeah. You guys were thinking more?
Yeah.
yeah. I thought you
Yeah.
were like once a week.
No.
I thought you'd say countless. 12 is a
Maybe.
low number.
Yeah, I'm thinking more like really bad ones, but there's definitely been
No,
times
all.
where it's like a little piss and I don't know.
So how old are you?
32. I'm done with it. It's behind me now.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah.
But then if it's 12 times.
It's more than 12. You're right.
Yeah, because I'd be like, what, once a year between 18 and 30? I feel like it's got to be
It
more.
stopped at 28. So yeah, probably two to 3 times a year. You're right. I did bad math.
So we're looking at 30 to 36 times probably.
Yeah.
Slightly off.
Yeah.
Have you ever peed when someone else was in the bed with you?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the beginning of the end of my high school ex-girlfriend.
Because that's what she.
What
said.
was her reaction?
That was like the biggest fight we ever had, and I was just like, oh, it was hot. It was, I was just hot out. I was
Fan blowing
sweating.
on you.
I said it was sweat, and then
My dick is sweating.
That was the beginning and the end of that one.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
She said it's like an epidemic. Guys at Syracuse are pissing all over girls. Yeah.
On them?
Yeah.
No, in
Like-
bed.
Like
They're
a
wetting-
girl sleeps over
Oh,
and
they're
they
wetting the bed.
they wake up to getting peed on.
Oh.
well,
No, like
not
No,
on
standing
them.
up?
Not like
No,
we're
on.
college,
What do you mean on?
If you're like in
Their
bed,
dick is out, like they're peeing in a toilet and they're standing up.
no, they're peeing in their sleep
Yeah,
on a
exactly.
girl in the
Oh, I thought
bed.
you meant-
Right.
You say
'cause I
peeing
know-
on a girl, you're thinking.
I know-
oh,
No,
They're peeing on themselves, and then the
they're pissing
puddle.
in the bed and the
Yeah,
girls in
They're
the
getting
bed.
seeped
Yeah.
on.
I know
Yeah.
certain guys that have like a problem where they are like zombie walking and they think they're in the bathroom and they're pissing like in their laundry.
PFT used to talk about how
Yeah,
you do that all
I know
the time.
people that do that.
Yeah,
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 many
yeah.
times.
There's a lot of people that do that.
Pee in like a cabinet.
But he puked on his MacBook. Just,
Yeah.
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 Well, I'm glad you brought me in as an expert on that.
Yeah. I mean, this is you. Right?
Not anymore. Those guys
No,
behind me.
behind him.
But yes, there was one. The most recent, which was the end, was the the first time I went to waste management, bachelor party. Boys were having a dinner at like 8 p.m. I fell asleep at I think 6. Woke up at 3 a.m. full of piss. Missed the dinner. Missed the whole shenanigans of like the Friday night bachelor party. And that was like, all right, I can never do this again.
What do
I retired
hotels
from
do?
pissing.
What the hell? Like, you can't retire though. Like, you're
I
not
can.
done.
Yeah.
You think you're done?
I don't black out anymore. I think those days are behind me.
Dana Waters.
No, come
Still
on.
get fucked up.
Yeah, but he doesn't black out. One time,
It has to be like a monumental blackout to piss.
one time you were in town and I walked in my basement. Dana was just staring at the ground. He was in an office chair. And I'm like, dude, are you all right? He's like, I'm fucked up. You remember that? I'm fucked up. He was just alone, I should say. Everyone was outside upstairs.
This episode about
It was things that your friends have done that made you kind of change the way you looked at them.
is that your answer is pissing?
No, it's more just a question.
Yeah, there's a
Oh.
question.
Well, yeah, my guy friends, but
It stemmed off of
Yeah. Like a bunch of different
a
ones.
guy pissing himself in a strip club, then throwing water on
You know
his
what?
chest.
The more I think about it, I'm probably in the 40s.
I think so too. In another 5 minutes, we'll be in the 60s.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Oh,
now
it started
someone
at
coming
12.
up. And I like blocked.
No more than 12.
Yeah. One of my buddies who this was fucked up, but I didn't realize how fucked up it was at the time. I pissed his couch and I did my best to like clean it up and I left because I had to go like catch a tea time or something. I don't know. And his dad, I left my shoes there. Like it was like nice like Jordan shoes. I don't know how, I just left them. He's like, as payback, I'm gonna use those shoes as my lawn cutting shoes for the rest of my life. So he just uses my shoes to cut his lawn, get him as shitty as possible. And that's like his payback, I guess.
You walk out barefoot?
I don't know. It was just one of those like hazy mornings.
I had to go catch a tea time without shoes.
Because you
Those
pissed
were
his
days,
bed.
man. It was couch.
Oh, his couch, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in a bed with another like friend, like, you know, when you're bunking up
I've
those
never
days.
done that, no.
And I've had pee. on
Yeah.
me. Yeah. So I guess I've gotten
When you live, these girls should stop complaining.
exactly.
It's just a little pee.
Yeah, just a
Moises
little
Ali
piss.
used to pee on his hands.
Yeah.
You look like a different person with that ring on.
I know, it's weird.
I feel like you're.
Now I'm talking about piss stories. It doesn't hit the same.
I know. I'm not kidding you. I looked over. I'm like, well, you look like an adult.
I think I have to grow up and stop telling these stories.
I don't know what you're going to talk about.
I was thinking about that today. For whatever reason, I was like, all right, I think I was probably just looking at my ring. I'm like, I don't know if I can be the beer chug guy anymore. Can you be the beer chug guy with a
You
wedding ring?
got to switch to your right hand for sure.
Why?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
But it's like you can't choose what gifts you've been given.
I know, but is it sad is my question. Is it a sad look to be the beer chug
When you
guy?
met your wife, you were in the throes of Dana beers. So it's not like,
You messaged me when I had a mullet on.
yeah, right, yeah. So it's not like she's surprised.
I'm just thinking, is it sad? If you see a beer tweet and you see a wedding ring in it, are you like, it's a little sad?
But you've been
Yeah,
feeling
maybe if you're pushing a stroller. But
Maybe if it's affecting your marriage.
yeah.
you've been feeling this way for years, and you didn't have a ring on at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Cool.
Dana.
Nice to meet you.
Nice.
Me too. All right, then. I think that's it.
We'll end there. Thanks, Dana.
Yeah, we'll end there. Unless anyone has anything else.
No.
No, that's it. All right, that's it, everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then.